Modern-day sports have many plagues, but one stands out as it's usually the source of great memes, but most importantly, destroying teams' budgets. Overrated players. These usually cost teams millions of dollars basically for nothing. So here's a list of hockey's most overrated players in the 2022-23 season. Drew Doughty, Los Angeles Kings. Yes, he's a good player, but he's past his prime in my opinion. He's not old enough to retire, yet he's unmotivated and unengaged. 93% of the league's defensemen had better numbers than he did last season. Doughty performs in a tough position on his team, but he's not worth $11 million over the next 6 years. He doesn't create his own offense as he used to, or like younger defenses do. Seth Jones, Chicago Blackhawks. Jones is inconsistent. His metrics indicate an exceptional top-pairing defenseman in his finest games. His poorest numbers reflect a mediocre player capable of nothing more than taking frustratingly long shifts. Chicago stinks, and you can't blame a single guy for a team's inadequacies, but Jones isn't going to solve the Blackhawks' defensive problems. Samuel Urban, Slovakia, under 18. Samuel Urban was a standout for Slovakia at the Halen Gretzky Cup, where Slovakia finished second to Canada. Urban finished the tournament with a 1-3 record, which is impressive considering Slovakia was outplayed for the duration of the competition. Urban spent most of the season with MSK Puchov under 18, where he had the best GAA in the Slovakia under 18 league with a 1.70 GAA and .947 SV percentage in 21 games. Although Urban is a promising goaltender prospect, he has yet to face pro-level opposition, as the highest level he has played at is Slovakia 2, where he didn't fare well. Many scouts rate the Slovakian goaltender highly and project him to go in the third round, but I believe it's too early, since there are better options available at that stage in the draft. Alexis Lafrenière, New York Rangers. Most hockey fans would recall the excitement around Lafrenière when he was picked in 2020. During his junior days, he routinely scored in the triple digits, earning comparisons to Sidney Crosby. During his first NHL season, Lafrenière moved from first-line center to third-line wing. That's obviously not very Sidney Crosby of him. During his first season with the Rangers, he scored 21 points in 56 games. He's still new to the league and has room to develop. Now granted, this isn't the first time in recent years that the number one overall pick has had a mediocre first season or two, but in my opinion it doesn't look promising. Calum Ritchie, Oshawa Generals. Given his stature, skill and awareness, some scouts believe Calum Ritchie has the potential to be a top 5 player. He just has the instinct and desire that rivals everyone else on the ice. Calum scored 19 goals and 45 points in 65 regular season games for the Oshawa Generals in the OHL as a rookie, then added 4 goals and 7 points in 6 playoff games. Ritchie's shot already has an NHL caliber release, and it's a deceptive shot at that. Ritchie was a key member of Canada's Halen Gretzky Cup winning team, collecting 4 goals and 10 points in 5 games. Many people believe he will be a star because he possesses all of the raw physical characteristics that scouts seek in an NHL prospect, as well as outstanding hockey smarts. However, I believe he'll be more of a power forward in the NHL than the elite player that other scouts believe he will be. Ryan Leonard, U.S. National Under-18 Team. Ryan Leonard attended the elite Pope Francis Prep School in Springfield, Massachusetts. In the 2019-2020 season, he led all skaters with 31 points on 24 goals and 7 assists. Leonard then had another strong season for Pope Francis in 2020-21, scoring 20 goals and adding 7 assists to lead the squad in points at 27. This past season, he was with the USNTDP in Plymouth, Michigan. Leonard split time between the under-17 and under-18 clubs before settling on the under-18 team, where he amassed a total of 26 goals and 17 assists for 43 points in 62 games. He also had 10 goals and 5 assists in USDP junior competition. Leonard competed for Team USA in the under-18 World Juniors, scoring 5 goals and adding 1 assist in 6 games to earn a silver medal. Leonard is a fantastic 200-foot player with a high hockey IQ, which compensates for his lack of elite offensive capabilities. Despite not scoring many points, his ability to play with top players makes him a useful asset. Some scouts believe Leonard will go in the middle of the first round, but I believe that the time is too early for him. Unlike the time for you to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you do subscribe, by the way. It helps us greatly. Evander Kane, Edmonton Oilers. Without even discussing the drama that has surrounded this man, he has never averaged more than 1 point a game and has only been a plus player 3 times in his career. Evander Kane's age is 30. He's obviously a problem off the ice, and I can't imagine he's a joy to be around in the locker room. He's a selfish player, and as far as I know, he doesn't have the numbers to justify his behavior. Unfortunately, because I'm not a general manager, I'm powerless to stop his NHL career. Halen Lind, Red Deer Rebels. Halen Lind had a solid season in his first full season with the Red Deer Rebels, putting up 20 goals and 38 points in 61 games, along with 6 points in 10 playoff games after posting 6 points in 15 games in his rookie season. Lind also had a tiny role on Canada's gold medal-winning Halen Gretzky Cup team, recording 1 point in 5 games. Halen is an excellent skater with high-end speed who can easily move up and down the rink. He's also a superb goal scorer. In his draft year, he had 68 goals and 52 assists in 27 games with the Swift Current Broncos under-15 AA team. Going from midget AAA to the WHL was undoubtedly an adjustment for him, but by the conclusion of the season he had learned how to score goals. Halen is projected to be a borderline first-round pick, but he's more likely to be a second-round pick because adjusting to the NHL level will take time. Kaden Price, Kelowna Rockets. Kaden Price made an immediate impression as an impact defenseman in his rookie season with the Kelowna Rockets of the WHL, racking up 21 points in 47 games while playing some heavy minutes toward the end of the season. Price was a member of Canada's gold medal-winning Halen Gretzky Cup team, scoring 5 points in 5 games. Kaden has already established himself as a capable puck-moving defenseman because of his superb skating and ability to move the puck up and down the ice. Price is a great passer who can locate his teammates even through the smallest of gaps in his skating and puck-moving ability. After Cameron Allen, the rankings for defensemen vary greatly, thus Price may be drafted as early as the early 20s. Despite his tremendous scoring potential, Price must also demonstrate his defensive reliability in order to be a top 4 defenseman in the NHL. As a result, drafting him in the first round would be a gamble. Hunter Brzustewicz, Kitchener Rangers. Hunter Brzustewicz is the top-ranked American-born defenseman in the 2023 draft. He was a member of the U.S. national under-18 team where he scored 20 points in 55 games. He also played for the USN TDP Juniors of the USHL, where he scored 9 points in 25 games. Brzustewicz was an alternate captain for Team USA at the Halen Gretzky Cup, where he scored 3 points in 4 games and 2 points in 5 games at the Under-18 World Junior Championship. Hunter is a hit-or-miss pick for me since he has shown flashes of his high offensive upside while also playing a solid defensive game, but his output has been inconsistent. Hunter has all of the traits to be a good top 4 two-way defenseman in the NHL, but it will take time because his offensive game is still in its infancy. Next season, Brzustewicz will play for the Kitchener Rangers, where he aspires to strengthen his skill set and become a competent two-way defenseman. Scouts are split on Brzustewicz, with some believing he should be a first-round lock, while others believe he is a raw talent who should be a risky second-round pick. Jack Eichel, Vegas Golden Knights. When you're picked by an incredibly mediocre club, there's just so much you can do. But after being dealt to Vegas, Jack Eichel dragged them down with him. You have to question if it was anything to do with Eichel himself. So far, his most prolific NHL season has been the 2018-2019 season, where he scored 82 points in 77 games. The number 2 overall pick has yet to reach the triple digits. That isn't to say that at only 25 years old he can't rise to the occasion and play with $10 million level brilliance. He simply hasn't lived up to expectations as the second Boston University freshman to win the Hobey Baker Award. Now for more drama, click the video on the screen to watch more about the worst contracts in the 2023 season.